Hello there everybody, my name is Rosemonkey and welcome to the 3-month update vlog on the 12 goals that I've set for this year. Since this is a quarter of the way through vlog, I thought it would be a good idea to go through each of my goals and see how I'm doing. So the first goal was get set up, which basically referred to buying some equipment and basically setting up the channel a little bit better, buying a vlogging camera so that I can vlog on the go, setting myself up with a proper computer chair so I'm not just chilling on the sofa. Those things have not yet really got anywhere because I'm still working on getting a job, which is goal 3. And until I'm more financially stable, I can't really go shopping. But I think in regards to doing that, I'm going to prioritise a few of the things that I want, maybe not the more expensive ones, so that it makes that goal a bit more attainable. I do have a list on Tumblr of all the things that I have in mind for the channel, but I think to check this one as being done, I'm going to have to be quite specific about which things I want to buy, and I don't know what those are yet, so we'll have to wait and see. I think it's more likely going to be the computer chair and maybe the green screen that I'm going to focus on by August, but we'll see. So the second goal is hitting 200 subs, and since I set it, I've got maybe 3 or 4 more subs, which is good. That's fantastic. I'm loving the fact that I have more subs on my channel, but I kind of, I suppose, need to keep that ball rolling. I have been a lot more organised with my videos, and I did say at the beginning that even if I didn't hit 200 subs, it was more the quality of the content, the I've forgotten the word. Consistency of the channel, that is the word. That took me a minute. The consistency of my uploads, the consistency of my channel. I can't speak today. So I wanted to work more on keeping things flowing, making sure that I had enough videos, I was uploading on time, I was uploading more regularly, I wasn't falling behind, and I think I've done really well with that, so I'm quite pleased with my progress, and I'm not at all dissuaded by the fact that the subs haven't climbed. But I think I'm getting more confident now to the point where I might kind of say you guys can suggest my channel to people if you want. I mean, I've never said this, and all the bigger YouTubers have gone through phases where they're like, you know, send this video to your friends, share it with others if you like, and that sort of thing, and I've never really done that. But I think now's a good time to maybe look down that path. So if you guys like my videos, start sharing them around a bit. Tell other people, you know? Let's build a community here. Let's build a family, you know? And let's sort of grow our little corner of the internet a little bit, shall we? Maybe, hopefully, if you want. That would be cool. So on to the next one, which is find a job. And I actually have an interview tomorrow. So fingers crossed that's going somewhere. Other than that, I've been applying quite regularly. I've been very on it. I've been trying really hard. I've been keeping my CV updated with all my stuff. CV being resume for all you American types and people who know it as a resume. And yeah, I've been spreading that around. I've been spreading myself around. Apart from the paying job, I have also been working for the Motor Neuron Disease Association. I've been going to so many trips. I've been to Leeds, I've been to London, I've been to Liverpool, I've been to Warrington. I've been everywhere. I've been to small sort of group meetings. I've been to the parliamentary conference in London where there were lots of MPs walking around. That was intimidating, but cool, very fun. I enjoyed it. And I'm hoping to do more work around that. And even if it doesn't pay actual money and therefore doesn't work towards the first goal of me buying stuff for the channel, it's still working, and it's working towards a cause that really helps, really means something, and is really pushing the boundaries, you know? So I'm really pleased with that. I'm really proud that that's the thing that I'm doing, and I feel like I'm getting so much out of it, and I feel like I'm helping something much bigger than myself. So that's so cool. I'm enjoying that so much. So the fourth goal is losing weight, and I've had to kind of dial this one down a little bit, not because of my health is pretty good, but with the job searching and a few other changes in my personal circumstances. I mean, I was going to the gym, I was going swimming, I was walking more, I was doing a lot more activity. I've really had to slow that down, and I'm hoping, again with the job, a lot of things change with the job, to be honest, but I'm hoping that once the job is attained, once I'm working, I'll be able to start doing this again more. I'll be able to be more active, I'll be able to afford to go to the gym again and go swimming again and doing those things that I was doing, and hopefully that will help push the weight down. So that is something that's still on the cards but hasn't moved as far forward as I would like. Next we've got writing a novel. Now I was planning on joining NaNoWriMo, which is National Write a Novel in a Month, and that is this month actually, November, and I have done a little bit of work on the book I want to write, but I didn't in the end decide to join NaNoWriMo because I think if I'm going to try and write a novel in a month, I should really be focusing more on that and not on the charity work I've already mentioned, and it would mean that my channel would suffer the consistency, the uploads, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to pick the novel over the channel or over my charity work, or concentrate so much on the novel that I can't then sort of go on the trips or get the job that I want and start interviewing and that sort of thing. So I'm going to work on it as the year progresses rather than trying to get it all done in November. But I do have a goal in mind for the end of November for how much I want to get done. So hopefully that's going to be a thing, and maybe I'll tell you more about it when I've got more written. My sixth goal was to read 50 books from August to August, and so far I've read 9. Technically I haven't read 9, I've read a few more than 9, but I've read 9 that actually count. So that's kind of progressing quite well. I'm maybe hoping to read about 20 by Christmas. So I could do with you guys suggesting a few more in the comments below if you can. But this one's definitely progressing quite well, and I'm getting somewhere with this one. Changing the hair colour, goal number 7. Again, job, need the money, can't change the hair colour. But I've definitely got a few ideas for what I would like to do to it. So that's getting somewhere as well. Hopefully that's going somewhere. I'm quite excited actually because I've had this hair colour for such a long time, and I think it's going to be really good to be able to change it up a bit. Depending on the job that I end up with and how comfortable they are with what I do with my hair, because some workplaces can be quite fussy about things like that, that may affect what I do. It may even affect the fact that whether I can do this goal at all. But we'll see. We will see what happens with that one. I'll have to test the waters once I get the job. But until I get the job, I can't afford to dye my hair, because especially if I want to change it drastically, I'm going to have to bleach it first, and I'm not going to do that myself. I'm going to let a proper professional hairdresser do that. This I could do myself. But if I want to be a little bit more bold, I guess, bold with my my hair and my appearance, then a little bit more striking, I probably need the help of bleach. And as I said before, I don't trust myself to do it. I don't really know anybody else that I trust to do it. I'll probably pay to get that done properly. So that's definitely on the cards. French. The French hasn't gone anywhere. I'm going to be honest, the French hasn't gone anywhere, and neither has the next goal really, which is the British Sign Language. Although, one of the trips I went to about a week ago, I actually saw some people there. Some of the people there were deaf and they were signing, and it's so beautiful to watch. I really want to work on the sign language, more than the French if anything, because it's something so different, you know. It's completely different to what I've learnt before when it comes to languages. I also learnt that despite the fact that British Sign Language is a lot of people's first language, a lot of deaf people class that as their first language. It's not actually classed as a language in this country, and I think that's awful. So that's another thing that I'm going to watch very closely and pay attention to. Is British Sign Language actually classed as a language, and if not, why? Because it should be. Although that's the campaigner in me talking. I've been spending too much time listening to campaign stuff. So, yeah, that's something I definitely want to see reach fruition, is for British Sign Language to be recognised. And aside from that, I want to work on learning that, because I think that's a really worthwhile thing. And you never know when you're going to end up coming across someone who speaks sign language, who uses sign language, and I want to be able to do that. I want that to be something that a way that I can communicate them. I want to break that barrier down. I want to be able to talk to them in their method of communication. And right now I can't do that. And every time I see someone else using sign language, I kind of think I'm still not doing that, and I need to work on it. So that's one of my absolute highest hopes for this whole 12 goal series, is to get that one. I really want to work on that. Daily daily yoga. Not really got anywhere with this one yet either, but I'm planning today, in fact, after this video, after I've set this video up and edited it, I'm going to start trying to do daily yoga because I do love yoga and it's that exercise thing again. And I can't explain why I haven't been doing it. It's a difficult one. It's just a little voice in the back of your head that says maybe you should do this, and then you're like, I'll get around to it. No, I need to actually start doing some of this stuff or I'm never going to get anywhere. So daily yoga is going to start today and I'm going to do it as soon as I finish this video. Determined. Doing something scary. Again, not quite ready to reveal what I have in mind for this, but I've been talking to some people and it's definitely looking like something I can possibly do, and hopefully by August. But even if I don't do it by August, I at least want to have it in mind, have it planned, and know that it's going to happen by August. So watch this space on that one. And finally, being more organised. Still doing the bullet journal, still keeping up with all of the uploads, still going on all these trips. I had 5 trips and meetings to go to in October alone, and I've had 1 this month already. I don't think there's any more that I need to go to this month, but that's just so many trips, and because of my financial situation I have to organise all the travel in advance so that it can be paid for me and so that money can be sent to me ahead of time. So that's like 5 trips. One of them was more of a casual meeting rather than a trip, and the other one was only a short distance. The other 3, so Warrington, London and Leeds, and then Liverpool this month, I've had to book all the trains in advance, make sure I know how much fares will be for taxis and buses and whatnot, get all of that booked in advance, get all the money together in advance, and then go to all these trips. And now I'm gonna have to do all this form filling to claim back any overpayment or sort of go through the official system so everything is paid for from the proper places. And so much form, you know, so many forms, but that is organised. That one I will firmly tick off. I am so much more organised than I used to be. I'm so keeping up with all these things. I mean, only the other day I got back from London. This was not a trip. This was this is a personal thing. I went to visit a friend whose birthday it was, and I had to organise all the transport across London and all the transport back. I had to organise coaches, and then I missed one of my coaches, so I had to buy a new coach ticket to get home, and I was on it, you know. It was so good to be able to just organise all that, and some of it was done on the fly. But I love travelling, I love organising all that kind of thing, I love doing it, and I just feel so much more organised than I used to be, and I think that's fantastic, and a lot of that has been due to these 12 goals. I've worked really, really hard on that. So that's the update on the 12 goals, each one of them updated personally and individually. I'm going to work hard to make this stuff happen, and I definitely feel like there's been progress made towards some of the things. I'm saving more than I used to, even though I don't really have much money to spare. I am putting money away to save up for some of the things that I want, so I know for a fact it's not going to be long before I can afford the stuff for the channel, for example. So yeah, there's definite progress being made. I feel confident that I'll have a job by Christmas. I feel confident I'll be able to afford some of the things I need not long after Christmas. I definitely feel like the scary thing is going to happen. I'm really hopeful for the hair colours, and I reckon that the yoga's going to be a thing as well. I'm pretty much determined to start that. So everything is going in the right direction, and I'm really psyched to see what comes out of it. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope that's been informative, and I hope that you've enjoyed learning my progress. If you did, then give that like button some love. If you have any suggestions for books or things I can buy for my channel, then let me know in the comments below, and I'll be back with more updates for you very, very soon. Bye! It's just a lot for me, so trying to make sure that I get a little bit ahead with my videos, trying to make sure that everything's planned out. I have a big list of games to play, so even if I come across a game and I start playing it and it doesn't really fit, I can scrap that recording and jump into another one.